Hi everybody, welcome to Manga Palate, the show where I, Pistis Luna, here with my co-host,
Manga Chef Isaiah.
watch, read, and play a thing and talk about it. What'd you pick? Tell them what you picked. I'm really excited.
This week I picked Tokyo Godfathers.
Yeah, it's the only Satoshi Kon thing I never watched. I keep saying I'll get back to it, and I never do. And thank God you gave me an excuse to watch it. Now all I have to do is convince you to do Bungo Stray Dogs, and that'll be two things I said I was gonna watch that I will have watched. But
Or you
hey,
could just pick it.
I guess you could. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you'd be into it because it's so fucking stupidly specific. But yeah, no. So anyway, Tokyo Godfathers is really, really cool. I really enjoyed it. How'd you like it?
It was really cool.
Yeah. All
There was a
right.
lot of
So
stuff
let
going on with it.
Yeah, and we'll get into that after the first part, which is it premiered on August 30th, 2003, actually at an anime convention in New York. Not lying. It was something called Big Apple Anime Fest with like a bunch of companies that produce the shows, like, Madhouse and stuff, participating with the event. And Satoshi Kon was there and he premiered it at the Marriott. The one that's by Times Square, you know what I mean?
Oh, really? The big one.
2003. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So yeah, a bunch of really famous people were guests. For example, Tsukasa Hojo, who's the guy who made City Hunter and Cat's Eye, and he taught Takahito Inoue, who's the guy who made Slam Dunk and Vagabond. So yeah, weird. It premiered in theaters at November 8th, 2003 in Japan. But yeah, technically the first showing was August 30th at an anime convention in New York.
It sounds like
Weird,
the
right?
original anime NYC.
Yeah, it sort of was. It sort of was, and then it died really quickly.
Because no one was
So
watching that
anyway,
much anime in 2003, I guess.
no one was around.
Or no one was
There's
going out.
the biggest attendance was 12,800 people, which is sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But then you remember some other things have like upwards of 50, and you're like, well, fuck, whatever. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, it was released in theaters. It did not do well financially in the theaters. This is bad. It did bad. The budget was 2.4 and it barely made one. It actually barely made 850,000.
Holy shit.
That's wild, right?
I don't think it was
It's
advertised
like
that much. Or maybe it was.
over half of its
I don't know.
budget was gone. I do remember seeing an ad for it way back when, but the ad I remember seeing did not show me the movie as it actually is. It was
Yeah, it was
showing it
like
more
you
like,
have no idea what you're gonna get into when you hear the
yeah, the
title.
movie. Yeah, well, actually, I kind of had an idea, and here's why. So it's very loosely based on a novel from 1913 called The Three Godfathers.
Oh, okay.
The three guys end up with a baby.
All right.
It's kind of what the story is, and then like they remade that premise like 80 times. There was Three Godfathers in 1916. Then there was The Marked Men in 1919. Action in 1921. Hell's Heroes in 1930. Three Godfathers in 1936. In 1948 again with John Wayne. And Ice Age is technically the same story.
Really?
Yeah, because Ice Age is the sloth, the tiger, and the mammoth find a human baby and go like, I guess we're taking care of it for
Oh,
now.
you're right.
Till they find his parents, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird.
But
It's
that
weird
baby
that
could
this
talk and do something.
was able to move. Yes, that's the thing. So yeah, written and directed by Satoshi Kon, but also written with the assistance of Keiko Nobumoto, and I really like her work. She's the one who did Wolf's Rain and also
Hmm.
made the Cowboy Bebop movie and TV show. But like those are the big ones.
She's like a big star. I would even
Oh
like
yeah,
important to the anime industry.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, the Cowboy Bebop movie is like regarded as one of the most beautiful and also intense movies ever.
I don't think I've
It's
seen it actually.
You should see it, dude. The fight scene at the end is like I don't know how to put it. It's like
Wait,
really
was the
wild.
movie
It's
the ending
so
to the show, or because then
end
I
of the
did see
show
it.
was the end of the show.
So there's a
That
movie separate from. Oh, okay.
yeah, the movie's completely separate.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Oh.
You should see the movie. The fight scene at the end has been ripped off by so many things because everyone's like, "God, that fight scene is amazing." So there's just other shows that have like completely animated basically over it, taking the same exact motions and everything. It's pretty nuts.
I think Kill
But
Bill
yeah,
did that. Alright, yeah.
I know for a fact Naruto ripped it off. That like people
Yeah,
put up the
definitely.
still the gifs where they showed the comparisons of like, here, you see that kick? That's exactly the kick that Spike gave that terrorist guy. And I was like,
When he
oh,
does
that's
the two
weird.
kicks and does like a
Yeah,
somersault.
yeah, exactly. That's you know it. You know the one. You know that gif.
Yeah.
So yeah, its current score on Rotten Tomatoes is 90% reviewer, 91 audience. Everyone loves this fucking movie. It sucks that nobody went to go see it though. I don't think it was marketed well because I remember the trailer that I saw for it way back when made it look a lot goofier than the movie actually is.
Would you say it's
Not
niche?
not to say that it's not funny, but it's really good. I feel that a lot of Satoshi Kon stuff is niche when you get down to it. World Horror Apartment is not a regular horror movie. Paprika is not. Paprika's fucking looks like you took acid. It's a wild movie. So I wouldn't be surprised that it didn't really make it. But I am also not shocked that everyone who saw it says it's the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the three Godfathers, I guess. Gin, voiced by Toru Emori, who's a really famous television actor. He does something called Taiga drama, which is like NHK basically makes this like drama and they premiere it every Sunday, like throughout the whole year. That's the thing,
Uh,
is they like make the one 45-minute episode and they just they show it every Sunday for the whole year, and then the next year it's a new one.
so it's like the Adult
And
Swim sketches thing.
no, because it's like an actual drama. It's more like a fucking like a play thing. He was also like a well established play actor before that. But yeah, so he's really well known for being in those Taiga dramas in the 70s and 90s because like he was in all almost all of them. Like the thing's been running from the 60s, like 66, and he started in 68. Like he was really in there.
Hmm.
Other Satoshi Kon movie I saw, Paprika. Hana is voiced by Yoshiaki Umegaki. Who's done a few movies. One that I noticed was one that came out really recently called Athlete by with the where the lead is played by um non-binary singer actor Yodi. Athlete is a gay romance movie. So it's not really out there, but it's really well known. It's an interesting movie. They were also Umegaki was also in Gohato with Beat Takeshi of all people, which I know Beat Takeshi does a lot of work. He's always everywhere at every goddamn moment. But Gohato's not a movie I'd heard of, and now I kind of want to see it. So basically, it's the Shinsengumi. So like the Sengoku Jida, where everybody's the samurai walking around fighting and shit, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a guy who joins the Shinsengumi who's like really handsome, and the captain of the Shinsengumi, who is Beat Takeshi, is like in love with him. And it may or may not be bad. I don't know. I kind of want to see what that's about. He was also in Kore de ii no da eiga Atsuka Fujio, which is a weird comedy biopic about the life of Atsuka Fujio.
Okay. That seems
That's
really.
that's a thing. I didn't. Yeah, it's really out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Miyuki is voiced by Aya Okamoto, who was in another fucking everyday TV thing, except it's not Taiga drama, it's Asadora. So she was in the 2001 Asadora, Audrey, which is about a woman getting into the film industry. She was also in a Jidaigeki movie called Adzumi in 2003, and she retired from acting in 2007, so she hasn't really done anything.
Oh, so she did a few good things,
Yeah.
and then she
This
just got.
one I thought was funny. I wrote this down because I was like, oh, really? The baby, the baby is makes baby noises.
It cries like the whole movie. Yeah.
It's an adult woman. Her name is Korogi, and she was the voice of Togepi from Pokemon, the cat,
Yeah.
Chi, in 2008's Chi's Sweet Home.
Okay.
So,
She's good at making
thanks.
noises, like
Yeah,
one sound noises.
one repeated sound noise. Yeah, voiced by Kyoko Terase, and she was in that one anime, Yawara, about the girl who does judo but also wants to be a model as the rival's mom. She was in Crying Freeman, which is a really really specific OVA. I don't know if people remember, but it's like a thing about an assassin who cries as he kills people. It's a whole thing. And I think the thing that's the most interesting is she's Meryl Silverberg from every Metal Gear thing ever. Actually, she's been in it from the beginning, from when Meryl first showed up in Police Knots. So
Oh wow.
yeah, yeah. I have a bunch of other ones, but I want to get to them later because they're not about the like really important characters. It's just they're there.
The side ones.
Actors who I was like, wow, really? You came in to say like three sentences. I guess you didn't really need much to do that day. Um, so yeah, all right. What's it about? Go ahead.
Like you said before, it's about three people, well, three homeless people specifically, finding a baby around Christmas, um,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's Christmas Eve. They find the baby on Christmas Eve.
and they want to find the mother, and they
It's
have
kind
very
of
little
it.
clues besides a picture.
Holy shit! A lot happens, but that's it.
Yeah, and a lot of shit happens along the way.
Yeah.
Like a car
All
just,
right.
a truck just clashes into the
Okay.
hospital without
I
warning.
wanted to talk about that time that an ambulance crashes into the convenience store,
Oh, convenience store. Yeah.
and then the guy walks out of the ambulance and goes, "Call an ambulance."
Yeah.
And then the convenience store clerk goes like, "Yeah," and just runs away. Ah, that was good. That's the thing is the movie's like kind of dramatic and serious.
Mhm.
It's a lot about like found family and being abandoned and the kind of stuff that puts people in terrible situations like homelessness and the shitty the shitty part of being the disenfranchised of the city,
Mhm.
but also jokes.
Yeah, it kind of makes it
Oh,
easier, and they don't
it
like take away
really
from the movie too.
doesn't undercut it.
Mhm.
That's the thing. Is the thing I'm always worried about when there's jokes in a serious thing is that the joke then distracts from the seriousness. But it more feels like the thing that people do, which is they tell jokes because they need to cheer themselves up when shit's dark.
Yeah.
And it's like that's really good. It's a very delicate balance you have to have with that kind of stuff when you like want to combine levity into a heavy moment. Not the first time we've seen that in a thing, but another really really good example.
Yep.
I want to say this. I wrote down everything that the hitman and his wife say because they speak in Spanish, so I just translated it.
Yeah. I wish I could know what they say, but
Yeah, so the hitman when he grabs her, he goes like, "If you don't yell, I won't kill you. I have very little time to get back. First, take off your coat. Come on, take it off. Come on, let's go. Help me, please." Yeah. And then when they're in the car, he goes like, "Hey, now, why is it crying? You want the milk, right?" And then he looks at the baby and like chills out a bit. He goes like, "You want the milk, right?" And that's when fucking Miyuki goes like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah." And then yeah, when Miyuki's like when he's dragging her into his apartment, he calls out to his like wife and he goes like, "Maria, we got a guest." And she goes, "You're not gonna sell me into slavery." And then Mario, that's his name, responds with "Relax, I'm not gonna do anything." And I'm like, so do you understand Japanese, or was that just contextual because you saw her freaking out?
I think it was. Well, actually, I
I
don't know.
think it's contextual,
I know
but yeah.
his daughter didn't.
You mean his wife?
His wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said something like
And
my
yeah, and
father.
it's
Blah blah blah.
well, yeah. Well, the picture that they have at their place is of her and her father, and also her and the hitman guy Mario. By the way, the she like when Miyuki's sitting there and like trying to figure out while the lady's breastfeeding the baby, she was like, "What's the girl's name?" And like Miyuki doesn't say shit because she's like, I don't know what she say." And she goes like, "Well, it's fine, little girl. You don't need to speak." And then when Miyuki points to the picture and says "husband," like Dana-san, like husband,
Hmm.
Maria understands it enough to go like, "Oh yeah, his name is Mario," and even though he doesn't look it, he's the father of the baby girl, because she has the baby girl with her along with the girl that they picked up that they named Kyoko.
Mm.
She's referring to the baby that she already has. She's like, "Oh yeah, even though he doesn't look it, he's the father of the baby." He's kind of like a big kid himself, honestly. And then they're looking through the family pictures that Miyuki has, and when she sees the picture of her mom, she goes, "Is that your mom? I think you're gonna end up as pretty as your mother." And then when she sees the picture of Miyuki back when she had more weight on her, presumably because she wasn't starving on the street as a homeless person, uh, Maria goes, "That's you? You lost so much weight. You have to teach me." It's just, I think it's so sweet that they're just having a nice little friendly moment.
Even though they don't speak the same language.
They don't have to understand each other to be able to, connect as people. That's nice, and that's why when like she sees the picture, she goes like, and then Maria goes like, "Oh yeah, that's my dad, father," and then she remembers the Japanese word for police, keisatsu, and then Miyuki remembers her father, and then that whole thing happens. All of them have their own reasons for like ending up homeless.
Yeah.
Them is pretty heavy. It's it's pretty nuts. But then they have the found family thing where even though each of them have somewhere they could maybe, I don't know, try to resolve their issues with, they're sticking together. You need to stick together when you're in such a shitty situation like that, huh?
I mean, there's nothing else you can do.
Yeah. I can't believe that the whole thing of like, oh man, the baby's an angel, the baby's doing everything. You have to look forward to the baby because God's like Hana's going like, God gave us this baby for a reason. You don't know. And then the baby fixes all of their family problems.
Yeah, I feel like it was a little
Accidentally.
bit exaggerated
Yeah,
how well
yeah.
it worked, especially at
It's
the end.
so I was gonna say, yeah, when the magic wind saves her life,
Because she
the
jumped off
magic
the
wind that
building to
comes
save
from
the baby.
nowhere that saved the baby, and then boom, magic wind catches the fucking the sign, the feathery sign. It becomes a pseudo parachute as Hana lands on the ground.
And she's just like, yeah,
Fiddle.
I knew that was
But
gonna
then,
happen.
yeah, yeah. But then they go to the hospital, and then and then like the Miyuki's dad comes in because he was the policeman who was searching for the baby the whole time.
Yeah,
Oh
it worked a
man,
little too well. But yeah.
and also Gein's daughter working at that other hospital
Hmm. He was like, I'll
because
do anything just to see my daughter. Like the whole
the baby
movie.
is magic. The baby is magic.
I think it zoomed in at the baby, like winking at the end or
Yeah,
something.
they literally it zooms into the baby right before it cuts to credits.
Yeah.
Like like the parents are holding the baby, and then like the actual parents are holding the baby,
Hmm.
because we didn't talk about the double fucking fake murder thing.
Oh, that
But
was
yeah,
crazy.
the actual parents are holding the baby, and that's Miyuki's dad is the cop who was assigned to the kidnapping case. And then he's like, please, you might want to leave them alone. Like, no, they saved our baby's life. We want them to be the godparents." And he's like, "Okay." And he opens the door and he sees her. He goes like, "Oh," and she's like, And then it cuts to the baby just laughing as if to go like, "Yeah, I had it planned." And then bam, credits.
I was like, fuck you, movie.
Baby.
You're really gonna end
Fuck
on
yeah.
that?
Yeah, that's where it ends. Oh man, that's fucking
But
nuts.
it was also a good ending. But, like, don't
Yeah.
take it
I
too
love that.
seriously. But, yeah.
Man, the old guy that Geen meets when he's on his own.
Oh, he
That's
took
really
Death like a champ.
that's fucking nuts. You saw that? He was just like in his stupid shitty hut, and he was like, "All right, man, let me get drunk." And he was like, "What?" He's like, "If I'm gonna die, I want to get fucked up. I want it to be a nice house and fucked up. I'm halfway there. It's cool. Let me at least get fucked up.
He's like, I
He just
got
says
you.
bye. He just says goodbye.
Yeah, and then he like jokes like, all
There's
right,
no
one more
like,
drink.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, now
All
I'm
right,
done.
one last one. There we go. Goodbye. He just says goodbye. There's no like fear. There's no nothing. He's just like, look, man. Everybody's time comes, you know.
Hmm.
And you don't want to end up like me and be literally alone and dying in the cold. You know, you want to at least have someone around you. All right, peace out. And he just dies.
He took death so well. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's just so chill about it. It's like, all right, man, I'm out. Deuces.
Like the movie
Fucking
just has
wow.
that. Like I guess you could
Yeah,
fit that
yeah.
in
It's
there.
like, whoa, whoa. Did that man just die? And then Geen immediately gets beaten by fucking shitty hoodlums after that.
Yeah,
I was
it was
like,
like a
that
double set.
this is yeah, that was a lot.
And he gets his
That's a
money
lot.
stolen from he was saving for his
Uh
daughter,
huh. Yeah. He ends up spending it on the stupid hospital bill.
but he gets it back. But it's like I still deserve it.
But also the lottery ticket that he got from the old man.
He'd even check it. It's just
Yeah,
like
but that's
winning
kind of the
numbers
thing. Like,
1 1 1.
yeah, that's so funny. That they're like, so this is a really unbelievable thing. The winning number is group 11, 1111, 11111.
And the old man bet on it.
Yeah, yeah. And the old man had that ticket. He had like 8 tickets in the little bag. Like 8 or 10 tickets. And then, one of them just happened to be 1111, 11111. Pretty nuts. But yeah, heartwarming because of the found family thing and everybody connecting again. But I also got some like moments where it's like, oh, this is awful. Like you remember when they go to the bar where Hana used to like stay,
Yeah, with the
and then he mentions why she ended up homeless.
because the guy she liked. I mean,
He was
is it she
married
or
to, yeah, it's she.
okay? He was married to. I mean, she was married to. Uh, what?
Dad.
You just got yeah,
Yeah, he died.
yeah.
It's one of those random happenstances of like you fall and then you die. Like snapped his neck or something.
And she couldn't go back after that.
Yeah, yeah, and then she did that other thing at the bar and was like, I couldn't come back here after doing that. And I was like, sucks that your husband's dead. Jesus. So he ended up homeless. Oh wow, that's. And then Gian ran away from his family, and that's like a whole thing. Yuki stabbed her dad. That's nuts.
Because he never listened to her or whatever.
Yeah. And then she thought that like got rid of her cat or something. He breakdown and then just stabbed her dad, and then was like, why? Why are you doing this? And she like bolts, and then just never went back.
She saw him twice though. Well,
She saw him once, freaked out, and then the
yeah.
second time it was like, I guess we're cool now.
No,
Because she
well, she
called him,
talked to him,
remember?
but she was like, "Oh, I can't do this."
They actually talked. She just kept saying, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like she broke down into tears on the phone with her dad, and he was like, it's fine. The second time she actually sees him is at the hospital at the end, where the baby looks at the camera like, yeah, I did it. Yeah,
And it's crazy to see your dad on the train, on the other train side,
on the literal opposite tracks when both of the trains have to stop now because of the snow.
which is ridiculous.
That's all. It's a movie about coincidence, really.
Yeah, like everything was a coincidence.
Like it's like really? It's like yeah, like even the magic fucking wind that saved Hana and the baby Kyoko is like it just happened. It just happened at that time. Like,
Uh,
bye. Okay, I wanted to say something else. So there's 3 people named Kyoko in the movie, right?
mhm,
There's the baby that they decide to name Kyoko.
mhm.
Then there's the mob guy's daughter, right? Oda, right? Ota. His
Um,
daughter's name is Kyoko.
the one who took the baby, right?
No, no, the one who was getting married.
Oh yeah, at the wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her name is Kyoko, and then Gin's daughter's name is also Kyoko, which is why when like Hana decides to name the baby Kyoko, and Miyuki goes like, "All right, fucking whatever. That's kind of stupid." Gin goes like, "Kyoko's a nice name." And Miyuki goes like, "What? Did you have a girlfriend named Kyoko?" He's like, "No." And it's like, "Oh, his daughter's name is Kyoko. Oh, that's fucked. Oh man, yikes."
And they're also homeless the whole movie.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how things turn out at the end because he won the fucking lottery. You know,
I mean, yeah, I
but
expect that everything goes well for them after that.
like it,
Uh,
that they now have like their found family and their connections to the people who they already cared about. He's like Gin can go see his daughter again. Hana's allowed to go back to the bar, and Miyuki's dad has like forgiven her. So
mm,
really, any one of them can go back, but they'll still have each other and everything that happened with the fucking baby. Because the parents are like, we want you in the baby's life because you've done so much for the baby this whole time. It's been like a week because they mention at the end of it. I was like, oh yeah, it's fucking New Year's. Like what a wild ass New Year's day, and they found the baby on New Year's Eve on Christmas Eve. It's been like a week and some change.
the amount of crazy things, like, it's not
What
an
a busy
action
week!
movie, but
What a
everything that
busy
happens is like
week!
goof.
I do love that they bring it up too. He's like, we're not action movie stars. I will die. Like we can't do this. And then after he almost gets crushed by into the wall by the kidnapper.
Because he tried to climb into the ambulance. Holy shit. I mean, the
Yeah,
truck that she
the
stole.
truck. Yeah, he tried to get in the front of the
Alright, do you want to
truck.
talk about her now? Alright.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so her name is Sachiko, and her name is written like happy child, which is ironic because her entire life sounds miserable.
Mm.
Her husband's name is Yasuo, and he's an alcoholic, and he sucks. And he like gambles, and his wife got plastic surgery so that she could work at a hostess club, and sort of like manage his debts.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty heavy. Okay, cool. Check it. She gets married. They're married, so she decides to have a kid. Baby is stillborn. She has a mental breakdown and kidnaps a baby from the hospital.
And then she's
Goes
still.
home. What the fuck? No.
No, I mean, she's still, like, not
And
okay
then
after that.
she's not fine. You did not. Don't you remember the bit at the end where he's like, "We can start over," and she's like, "All right, I hope to see you soon." And they're like,
She's,
"Whoa,
she still is gonna do it.
whoa." She was
Because
gonna
she
do it.
said take the baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah. The lady is not in a good place, and that's so she took the baby, and her husband was like, "What the fuck? No, get that baby back to where it belongs," and then she just ditched it in a dumpster.
yep.
So yeah, that's how the baby ended up in the dumpster. And at the end, get heading towards the end, Hana and Miyuki find her because the baby had like a whole bunch of stuff in a well, it had a key with that led to a locker which had a bunch of Sachiko's stuff. So they ended up thinking Sachiko was the mom, and then they ended up get after a while they finally find her and they give her the baby, only to then be found by Gin and go like, no, she is not the mom. She stole that baby from a
When
hospital,
they found
and they
her,
go like, oh fuck, what?
when they found her, she was, she was trying to jump off. I was
He's
like, holy
trying to
shit.
commit suicide off a bridge.
And they were like,
Yep.
joking. They were probably trying to commit suicide right now
Yeah.
because they missed their baby so
Yeah. It's great. Great time. Great time. And then I just love when like Gin shows up after like riding on a bike and like out of breath, tries to
much.
explain, and they're like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. And he goes like, baby, kidnapped, wrong mom, fuck. And they go like, oh, wait, we gave it to a kidnapper. Shit. Uh,
He
and they
was
just start
able to
running
catch up
around.
to a truck with a bike. That was crazy.
I'm interested in that because it seems like he does nothing besides drink.
And he wasn't a racer, right?
So
That was
like
just a joke.
the racer, he just owned the bicycle shop.
Yeah. It's like maybe he was a
So that's like a
racer? I don't know.
whole. Maybe that's why he owned a bicycle shop because he really loved bikes and riding.
It's still open ended.
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing definite there. I do love the fake sob story he gives because then that turns out to be the sob story that's actually real for his daughter's husband. Because he
But
goes like, "Oh yeah, I had a wife and a child, and then I ran up debts, and our baby died, and then my wife died, and
oh
I don't
yeah, that
know,
was exactly his story.
yeah, it's full of shit." Because the actual thing is, oh hey, I ran up debts, and then I ran away so I wouldn't have to pay them. Wife and daughter, what of it? I know I was shitty. That's why I'm not even happy on the streets. And yeah, Hana's like, "Why'd you give me that whole sob story? You're such an ass." Like, the whole thing. What's great about that is that his daughter goes like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting married." He goes like, "To who?" To the doctor. He goes like, "That doctor who was a jerk." That wait, isn't he like my age? That's not. And then she says like, "Yeah, he had a wife and a child. And his child died, and then his wife died." And he goes like, "Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Why does everyone have such a sad story in this?
I don't know, man. I guess it is a thing, you know. Everybody has their own struggles and their own thing going on. You never really know about it.
Even like, nah, probably not. But I was thinking like the people who beat up the old guy. I was like, that
I mean,
guy.
this
They seem
I
pretty
want.
sad too.
They seem miserable if they have to go out to beat up people to entertain themselves.
Hmm.
I wonder what that's about, but whatever. It's a thing. So yeah, that's the mom kidnapped the baby. Oh man, that's a double fake out. Spend the whole movie looking for that lady, and then it's like she wasn't the mom to begin with.
Hmm. This movie's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on.
I don't want to kind of just recite the whole movie though.
No, that's it. I mean, I didn't have much to say about the movie besides like it's really good and all the things we did talk about,
Yeah.
like where I translated what Mario and his wife said and shit. I guess. Do you want to hear the things that I found out about like all those other voice actors that were just there?
Oh yeah. Sure.
Because I didn't want to. I wanted us to talk first before we did that. So okay, you saw that taxi driver that was around a few times.
Yeah. Coincidentally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that taxi driver that like Hana stopped the second time and was like, "Really?"
And then he gets his taxi. He
Yeah,
crashes his taxi into the place to try to drive the
totally.
truck to.
To save the baby.
And then he just gets out, and that's the last you see of him.
He's fine. He got out.
Even he
So
has like a sad story. Whatever.
probably the taxi driver's name is just taxi driver. Like there's no fucking name to him, right?
Hmm.
But actually, the voice actor, the guy who did that, is Koichi Yamadera, who has done a lot of things. He's Eddie Murphy. He's Jim Carrey. He's Donald. He's Kaji and Ava. He's the Zenigata and all the Lupin stuff right now. He's Beerus in Dragon Ball Super. And also he's Spike Spiegel in Cowboy Bebop. That taxi driver that says almost nothing did all those things.
Okay.
Cool, right?
So here's this there. Have his name on it.
Okay, the doctor. You remember that doctor that says, "I'm sorry, I can't change lifestyle. I can only cure disease,"
The
right?
one his daughter's getting married to.
Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
Gin's daughter's getting married to. Okay, he's voiced by Akio Otsuka. The great and all that Fate stuff. He's Ryoma Hoshi in V3. He's Brian Hawk in Hajime
Oh
no
yeah.
Ippo. And he's Solid Snake.
All right.
Uh, he's just there.
I guess because the person who was voice acting Meryl was there, so they
Yeah.
just knew each other.
Okay, so that guy who gets shot, the one who got Gin hooked in for all the debt, right? Mitsuo?
Hmm.
Mitsuo is voiced by Riki Akoyama, who is Takamura, the deuteragonist in Hajime no Ippo. He's Koguro Mori in Detective Conan. He's Wolverine, and he's Kirigiri's dad. And if I listed everything he ever dubbed, we would be here for 3 hours. So yeah, those are all things, right?
He seems like he doesn't get a lot of main true stuff. I mean, he's not like the main character on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's never the main character, but he's always there. Takamura, Wolverine of all fucking things, right?
That's crazy.
That's weird. That's weird that Wolverine is there going, man, sucks to be him, doesn't it? And then getting shot. That's Wolverine.
That's weird.
Okay, so yeah. Beside, let's see, Yasuo, the husband,
Hmm.
right? The husband of fucking Sachiko
Hmm.
is Hiroya Ishimaru, who was best known for being Koji Kabuto in Mazinger Z back in the 70s. He's Dracula in the Castlevania game Chino Rondo, right? Everybody loves Rondo with blood. He's Ultraman Tada. He's the dub voice for Jackie Chan and also Lei Wulong in the Tekken games, who is actually just Jackie Chan anyway, because he's Police Story 3 Jackie Chan.
Okay.
And also, here's another Jackie Chan thing that I just thought was really fucking funny. In Juken Sentai Geki Ranger, which is one of those tokusatsu things, there was a thing called Sharky Chan, which is, you heard me, Jackie Chan is a shark man. And that was also Hiroya Ishimaru, presumably because they're like, who does Jackie Chan? Go get that guy.
So wait, does he do like kung fu with shark fins?
It's yeah, he's a shark man.
Does he
Think
have
of a
like
human
a?
body, but with like a shark head.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
and I mean, yeah, his name is Sharky Chan.
That's how you do it.
I
Okay.
love him.
Does he
Sharky
fight
Chan.
other sharks or?
No, he fights the heroes. And he kicks their ass because he lasted more than one episode. Presumably, he's because I saw the listing was like, oh, he's in like 20 something episodes. I'm like, Sharky Chan never gets killed
I guess he's really a tough
because
opponent.
usually like those Toku things are always I showed up, now I'm dead. You forget about me, right?
Hmm.
He was there for like 20 episodes.
So he must have been like
Sharky
the
Chan,
main villain
yeah,
of like a season.
Sharky Chan was a force to be reckoned with. Like Police Story 3. You should be afraid of Sharky Chan. Don't you guys know Sharky Chan once blew up an entire pirate ship in Project A2?
Holy shit.
No one wants to face Sharky Chan. But yeah, okay. Also, so there's the Yakuza guy, Ota, right?
Hmm.
Shozo Izuka. And he was in the original Mobile Suit Gundam as Ryu Hosei. As in like Jose, because he's Mexican. He's also Heita Haposai and Nintama Rantaro, which is like a kid's thing, which lasted a couple hundred episodes. He was T-Hawk in Alpha 3.
Okay.
That's a thing. And Dragon Ball Z.
Who was he?
Also, Nappa, the guy
Oh,
who came in with Vegeta and blew up like people. Remember how Chaozu died trying to stop him, and then that didn't matter at all because Nappa was
yeah, I
fine.
remember
Yeah, that's him.
Nappa.
That's him. He's still working
That's when he did
today.
the suicide thing, right?
Yeah, he did a suicide thing.
Okay,
Nuts, huh?
I forgot about that.
Yep. So, yeah. Also, the bar hostess, the person only referred to as Mom, Kasan,
Hmm.
is voiced by Seizo Kato, who's been working since the '60s. And they were in, he was in Jungle Taite, which I know people in America know as Kimba the White Lion. The thing that everyone goes like, isn't that like Lion King before Lion King? It's like, yeah, yeah, it was. Secondary villain because the villain was like a tiger with a scar on his, with a lion with a scar on his face. Because it's Lion King,
Huh.
and his buddy was a jaguar,
I didn't
a
know
black
Lion King
jaguar.
was kind of a ripoff, but oh,
I mean, to be fair, Lion King is just Hamlet,
yeah,
yeah. So then Kimbo the White Lion was like Hamlet but animals, and then Lion King did the same exact thing
but
like
just
30
lions.
years later.
Actually, no, Lion King doesn't have just
Yeah,
lions either.
no,
It has
and shit.
animals. Yeah.
Yeah, there's hyenas. There's a warthog and a meerkat. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, Kimba the White Lion, which is basically Hamlet, which means it's also Lion King. Megatron and Galvatron in the original Transformers. He's also the big scary vampire for Vampire Hunter D, and he was also in Crying Freeman, the OVA about the assassin who cries as he kills people. Another guy who worked in Dragon Ball Z was the guy who voiced Miyuki's dad, Yusaku Yara. He in the Dragon Ball Z movie about Lord Slug. He was also on Saint Seiya as Sagittarius Ailos. It's like the big fancy gold, like in warrior whatever. And he was also in Vampire Hunter D as a completely different person, still working today. And I think the thing that I remember most is that he was the voice of Arnold Schwarzenegger in a bunch of movies, like Predator, like the
Mm,
Japanese dub of Predator. That's him.
okay.
Yeah. Again, it's a weird thing to like have the deck go like, oh, it's okay, and then me and my mind go like, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, it's not, but it is. And the last one is the daughter of Ota, right? Kyoko, who was getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Miko Noto, who is the hell girl from Jigoku Shoujo and Mai, literally.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
it's pretty big.
she's Yakumo in School Rumble, and that show had like 3 seasons, and she's Sazal Yukako in part 4 of JoJo no Kimi no Boken.
So she's still working.
She's still working, baby. This are still working. Some people retired, and other people like passed away. But yeah, that's kind of it.
So
It
this
was
is
out
like her
there as
first thing.
like fucking what?
So this is like her first thing, right?
I mean, for Noto
Mm-hmm.
stuff before that, but like little bit parts, nothing major. And to be fair, the Kyoko that she plays in this movie also is nothing but a bit part. She goes like, "Hey, what's up?" And that's kind of it.
I guess her break was Hell Girl.
The break was later, yeah, probably Jigoku Shoujo, timeline wise.
Yeah.
Pretty nuts, huh?
This
And
movie's pretty nuts, but
this movie's nuts.
you
It's
kind of
good. It's
expect
great.
what's gonna happen. No, I actually don't expect what's gonna happen.
I
Well,
did not expect the fucking ambulance to come out of nowhere and distract them from fighting in the street. That crash, I was like, holy shit, they would have died. Thought he died.
mm-hmm.
And then the ambulance guy just goes like, call an ambulance as he gets out of the crashed truck.
Oh, the ambulance, but yeah,
I mean, it's an ambulance truck, isn't it? It's not a
yeah.
regular car. It's too big. It's to carry people. Like, call another ambulance. Doing great.
Um, yeah, it's kind of weird how it's like a lot of things happen, but
Yeah.
it's kind of just like go watch the movie again.
I wanna say one thing.
Mm.
That mob of cats. Do
Oh,
they live with the? Do they live there, or do they? Because when the lady feeds them, she goes like, "Why do you guys act like like you're homeless? Is it that everybody in the apartment happens to have a cat, and then just all those cats got together, or like what's that about?" I know this is mundane and stupid, but I'm just wondering because all the cats responded at once when Gin said, "Man, I wish I had meat," and the cats in unison looked at him as if to say, "Fuck you." And then Miyuki also said, "Don't you fucking think about it." He was like, "I wasn't gonna eat a cat." But like immediately after that, the lady's feeding the cats and goes like, "Oh, why do you guys act like you're homeless?" And I'm like, "Well, they do live next to an apartment building. Were all those cats from people in the apartment building?"
I, and I guess she just feeds them extra.
Yeah, because you saw the housewives come out and do this stupid committee thing where they like gossip, and then everybody slowly adds to the story of what happened to the mom, Sachiko, the not mom, really.
Mm-hmm.
So what about that after the fact?
So, yeah, I think there were other cats, and she was the even more weirder cat lady
Yeah.
because she's feeding other
Well,
cats. They're not
she's
even
just
stray
feeding random.
cats,
Yeah.
just any cat. Yeah.
They're not. They're not. At least that's what she says. He's like, "Oh, you guys act like you're stray." And I'm like, so they probably belong to the people in the apartment.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right. Well, I guess it's food then, because I don't have shit else to say.
All right, food time. Um,
Okay.
is it a meat?
All right. There's a lot going on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
sweet.
It's heartwarming, isn't it?
It's also very bitter. So many sad people in the
Oh.
whole movie.
Okay. I feel that it should be something that makes you feel comforted, because that's kind of where it gets to by the end of everything, right?
Yeah. So like
So,
soup.
you think?
What'd you say?
You think?
Oh, soup. Yeah, I think it's like a chicken soup. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Maybe
I
something
don't know.
Christmassy.
It is seasonal, isn't it? It is seasonal, and it's a meat. Huh. Huh.
It doesn't have to
I
be.
don't know. I don't know what to do. Ah.
Just, I think it's.
Okay, wait.
Uh-huh.
Go on. Go on.
I was
What were
like, I
you
think
saying?
it's more overwhelmed by like all the stuff that happens in it, but it is comforting. It's such a weird food.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say if we're going holiday things, what about a Christmas ham?
What's the difference? I never had a Christmas.
Usually you add a whole bunch of different shit like glaze and other things. It's not usually just ham. It's like brown sugar, mustard, honey, like that kind of shit.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it is an event thing. It's not a regular ham.
Is it comforting?
And like I mean to me it is because it's usually the kind of thing you have with family or large events, you know?
Hmm.
It's where people gather together like on the holidays. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Makes,
saying?
so yeah, it's by default. Like,
Yeah. It makes you think of the comforting moments where you spend time with your family and you know you're happy.
oh yeah, this is kind of like a Christmas movie when we think about it.
I mean, it is. It is a Christmas movie. It starts on Christmas Eve.
I meant like
Good
the whole like
movie for
family
Christmas.
get together,
It's all about family. Found family or biological family makes no difference.
but the way they
It's all
do
about the
it
bonds
is
of humanity.
crazy.
Holy shit, yeah. Let's not dance around it. The way we get to the family thing is still fucking nuts.
I think it's the
I
most nuts
die.
I've seen.
I watched an old man die.
Hmm. And he took it like a champ.
That's yeah. Already died. I was like, I'm good.
Give me a little bit more. All right, now I'm definitely
Yeah,
good.
all right, now I'm good. He just says goodbye. He says sayonara and just dies. That's the craziest part of it to me. I was like, all right, goodbye. That's it.
And then the
Well,
stupid people beat him up. I'm like,
yeah, yeah. Then those fucking random hoodlums just kick the shit out of him, and like out of a dead body too. Like for what? What is it even gonna do?
that sounds like they're so sad.
That's got to be something wrong with them if that's where they're at. But yeah, all right. I mean, yeah, Christmas ham seems right on it.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. That's that. Um, news. I guess. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up! It's time for the news.
Yeah, news. You shut the fuck up. What do you got
I, there's a new anime. They have a second season of anime coming out. Just,
for what?
um. Oh, for the one we did with the two geniuses.
Oh, oh, okay. Kaguya-sama.
Hmm.
That show coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out next season.
Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't think it was gonna be a
Huh.
second season, but I guess a lot
I
of
didn't
people
think
liked it.
I didn't think people would be that into it, but hey, here we go. That's okay.
I think
Interesting.
so. Maybe we'll be more dancing. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on there. I guess. I I have my news thing is a different thing. Instead of it is an announcement, but it's a very different kind of announcement.
Okay.
Um, Nobuhiko Okamoto's getting married to a voice actress who's also in the industry, and the way he said it was he was like, "I'm really sorry, I didn't think about my actions before doing this."
What? He
Yeah,
just kind of was in the moment.
no, it was sort of like just like, yeah, yeah, we're getting married, and then and then everyone was like, "Whoa, holy shit, seriously?" And then yeah, basically, he goes, "I'm sorry for not thinking about it, since I'm married now, and my wife is naturally disgusted." It is. So people talked about the fact that he was like he like went on a he was seen going with girl to a hotel, right?
Okay.
And then everyone was like, "Oh, I wonder what maybe he's getting up with it." And then he also mentioned, "All right, so hey guys, guess what? I'm married, and I would like to apologize for doing things like that, despite being a married man." And it's like, so wait, so were you cheating on your wife? Wait a second, you got a wife? And it's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, I married Asuka Ogame, so that's the thing. That's basically how that came out.
So he cheated on her, and
Maybe I don't know.
so it wasn't her. Or,
It was not. That's the thing. So basically, it was Nobuhiko Okamoto was seen like earlier that day with a woman and at a hotel. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And then no, and people were like, hmm. And then Okamoto posted on a blog on his blog and was like, "Hey, I just want you guys to know that I want to say I'm sorry for unthinking actions despite being a married man." Which people were like, "What?" And then it was like, "Yeah, because I'm married to Asuka Ogame, so um, naturally my wife is disgusted, and I hope to be forgiven. I want to be someone who could support his wife faithfully." And I was like, "So you did, or you're just or like you're just doing that because people saw you with a girl?" I don't I don't know. But also at the same time, this confirms that he actually got married to Asuka Ogame, which is the thing no one was sure about.
It's a. Do you have to be that secretive in the industry?
I
It
mean,
doesn't seem like it.
it's a decision to separate your private life from your work, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just like, and then Ogama was like, "Yeah, yeah, we're married. I just didn't want to talk about it because I wanted to keep my private life and my work separate." And it's like, "Yeah, that's fine. Your private life doesn't have to be in the public eye." But yeah, so apparently the thing was she had decided not to say anything about their marriage,
Hmm.
and now that he got caught maybe cheating, that's even that's not a yes or no. Uh, because he got caught baby cheating, he was like, "Yeah, okay, I know I'm married. I'm sorry." And then then his wife was like, "Hey, thanks for telling me we're married. But hey, fuck it, whatever. This is where we're at." So yeah, that's a weird thing to happen out of nowhere, right?
It's a lot at once. Yeah.
It's a lot at once. It's a lot at once. Um. So yeah. In terms of stuff he's on, do you remember? Fuck. No, wait. Let's talk about his wife. His wife, I know better. Okay. Asuka Ogame was the little sister on Kiss X Sis. Do you remember the one who was sister was the teacher?
Who was a teacher?
Yeah, her sister was his teacher, and he ended up dating his teacher for a while.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I remember the younger sister that was his underclassman that took him to her house and tried to fuck him.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's her. Okay.
Yeah, she was also on Kokoro Connect, and she was on Masamune Kun no Revenge, which I will always be resentful that he didn't do it. He cowered it out like a bastard. She was on Omamori Himari as Lislet. That's the teacup ghost. She was on that thing about mahjong, the girls that play mahjong, Saki. People on that show. So
I didn't even hear about that show. But, okay.
oh, that show's like fucking 5 seasons. That show's just a thing now.
I don't even know how to play mahjong. But all
So
right. I guess I
mahjong
have
either.
intense mahjong.
I kind of want to learn how to play mahjong because it's the mini game in Yakuza, and I want to do it. But um, yeah, and she was also on fucking God. What the hell is the name of that thing? Sora no Toshimono, I think. Yeah, I think it's Sora no Toshimono.
What does that
The
mean?
thing with like the aim. Uh, the skies. The skies heard thing. They don't write it in kanji. They write it in hiragana. So I assume that because mono generally means thing of whatever. It's like nomi mono is like thing to be drunk, right? So like drinks. It sounds automatically is um the heard thing of the sky, right?
Uh,
Guy has like weird angel robots that join him at school, and it's a thing. It's a thing.
okay.
She was on Shota no Toshimono. I remember that. And Nobuhiko Okamoto was on. God, what the hell was he on? Um, he was on Akikan. He was the guy who owned the soda can. Ace to Diamond.
Uh,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm shit. What else was he on? Oh, he's on that Index show, like one of them. I don't know which one, but one of them. As Accelerator, I think.
uh,
You know what? Don't like you.
I don't know
I
Haikyuu.
only say this because it's like 80 people on Haikyuu. So like I'm pretty sure he was Haikyuu. Kami-sama Kiss? I think he was. God. Oh, you know what? This is a free one. He's Bakugo on Boku no Hero Academia. I know that one for sure. Sure. He's also on Prince of Stride, but I'm like the only one who remembers Prince of Stride. So me and the Fujos are the only ones who remember Prince of Stride.
Oh,
So for what you will.
I guess it's a gay thing, but not
Oh,
that
it's
gay.
super gay. It's super gay, not gay. I said they do sports, right? But their sports technique is called relationing.
Yeah, I remember you telling me. Yeah.
Gotta see who has the good relation. That's what
Maybe
it's
we
all
should do
about.
Princess Stride.
I would love to do Prince of Stride. Let's see if we can get Kalila
Oh, her
her
mic's.
on. I would love to have her on
Okay.
finally, so that somebody besides Carl can talk about gay things.
Quite observer Carl, who wants to have chocolate omelets as a
Chocolate
food choice.
omelets like a fucking bastard. Yeah. Oh, hey, you know what? I just remembered something. This is more of a thing I just wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
Less so like let's really talk about it. Do you remember that show about the fucking the bodies the body cells that are like people, right?
Oh, Cells at Work. Yeah.
Called in English. I don't remember what the fuck the show was
It's
called.
called Cells at Work.
Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, that's getting a second season.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Now I
that's
kind
a
of want to
thing,
see
isn't
the
it?
first one.
I also want to watch it because I've seen like clips of it. It seems legitimately very good. It's made by people who spent a lot of time learning physiology because like I remember the one that I saw was like a doctor who was watching it, and the doctor was like, "This is correct. This is correct. This is also correct." It's a weird way to use that, but that's correct. And I was like, I should maybe watch this show.
Oh, we were there at the manga gamer panel last time.
Hataraku Saibo?
No, I'm saying they was doing this thing at the manga gamer panel too. It was like
Oh.
they did the VN with the rockets. Or I was thinking about the
Oh
rockets.
yeah, yeah, the Love and Rockets thing.
Yeah, they did that with an actual like rocket, whatever you call it,
Oh, you
person
mean
too.
on that literal rocket scientist?
Yeah, he's like the only
That's
thing I want you to change is the n's to be lowercase, so it's not like newtons, whatever that n's supposed to be. I'm like, okay.
that's wild. That's why they got a real rocket scientist for the porn game. I mean, I guess the rocket scientist knows what's up because he's
It's a
like, hell
lot of
yeah.
things about rockets. I still didn't beat it.
Yeah, he's like, hell yeah, I want to participate in this as accurate, scientifically accurate as possible. This porn game.
I think I like it just because of the rocket
The
facts.
rockets sound pretty cool, honestly. I'm interested to learn about like drag and lift and stuff.
Yeah, I think
Sounds neat.
actually they had this like competition or whatever for the first one because they made more drag going horizontally.
The fact that you couldn't finish the sentence without laughing tells me this must be an amazing game. Ignoring the porn.
It's the best game. I think the porn is just an excuse so people get
The
interested.
porn is more, yeah, the porn is so you can get the sticky dollars. Because the real secret was I wanted to talk about rockets real hard.
Exactly.
Talk about rockets. Oh, what if you could put your dick between tits? Like, oh, here's my money. And you're like, yeah, let's talk about rockets now. What a great time. What a great time. I love it. Uh, that sounds good. It sounds so good. All right. Anyway,
I just
so yeah,
I guess I'll beat the game.
I was gonna say, do you want to get hype about that game?
Oh no, I have. I guess I
What are
could
you
have
hype
used this
about?
as
Yeah,
my
get
news
hype.
thing. Or D hype.
Okay.
Let's get D hype, yeah. Shenmue 3.
Oh, what the fuck?
Did you hear about it?
No, I mean I know the game. Okay, it
Uh,
came out last year, but I don't know why you're talking about it. That's what I mean. I don't know what's going on.
Shenmue 3 came out last year? Uh,
Yeah, it came out in like 19.
I thought it just came. No, Shenmue 3? Or Shenmue 2?
Yeah,
Well,
Shenmue 3 came out in like November.
this one just came out, I'm pretty sure.
No, it came out in November, dude.
Let me
Unless
look
it's
it up.
not Shenmue 3.
It's, let me look it up. Shenmue 3. Yeah, 2019.
Yeah, that's last year. We're in
Ah,
2020, genius.
ah,
So I said
okay.
November.
Well, yeah. It's horrible.
Oh, you played it?
Everyone's playing it now for
Oh
some reason.
no.
I looked at
Okay,
it.
look, hold on. I have this to say. If you're gonna talk about Shenmue sucking, that's not fair, because Shenmue was always fucking weird and uncomfortable.
It's so much different from the other games.
It's is it? Is it
It's
really?
all right. Can I explain it?
It's not just open world random punching and quick time events.
No,
It's
no,
not.
no,
You're not just working on the day to day. You're not getting a job at the docks.
no. It's mini games. You
Oh,
earn
more
money
mini
by
games than
doing
usual.
the whole thing is just mini games.
I
They
mean, I
use
know
like
that's
a
how you get
frog
your money.
racing, like, and four different mini games of just frogs spinning on a frog racing.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that
control
sounds
them
like
quick to.
Shenmue. That sounds like Shenmue.
Yeah, but that's it.
I think you were
There's no fighting or
I think you were
anything.
confused. Well, at I think in Shenmue 2 you only fight at the end. Everything else was the job in the docks. And that one time you chased some guys, but you didn't fight them. You chased them.
Is this the? Wait, everyone loves this series.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. I feel you have a
Oh,
different understanding of what Shenmue is.
I guess.
I think you thought Shenmue was better than it was. No, the good version of Shenmue is Yakuza.
That's what I
That's
was
the
gonna compare it to.
yeah, no, that's where you fucked up.
I was like, this game is trying to be like Yakuza, but it's
Oh,
like a
that's where
lot
you fucked up,
slower.
my dude. That's where you fucked up. The Shenmue was first, then Yakuza took that idea and made it good.
I thought it was like a joke.
No, no, my dude, no.
He doesn't even kill the bad guy.
I,
Oh, okay. Well,
no. Why would he ever? No, all he has to do is ask questions about Landy. You never fight Landy.
he fought him in the end.
Did he really?
Yeah, we didn't beat him.
I'm amazed. It's about. Oh yeah, that sounds right. Rio can do the fucking 100-man challenge, but he can't beat Landy. Now Landy's a hardcore murderer who killed his dad, and he leaves.
And he's like, I will avenge my dad.
Ah, damn, that's great. I love you, Shenmue. Stay stupid. Stay terrible. Stay as bad as you have always been, and I love it.
Okay.
My favorite thing about Shenmue was that it was connected to the real clock.
Uh huh.
Like on the Dreamcast, it was set to the real clock of the world. So like you wouldn't be able to complete certain missions because you'd be at school and the stores only open at from 12 to 2. And it's just like fuck you, game. It's stupid. Yeah. So that's
Okay.
the thing. Is like in perspective wise for like what it was in like 19 I don't know 99,
It was
it
good.
was like mind blowing. It was like, whoa, could you believe this shit? Like, look, you have to do like real life and like blah, 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 whatever. And then Yakuza came out in like 2001, and it was like, oh, it's this but good now. And then that's kind of it.
Okay, I thought it was always better.
No,
But
no, 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 no.
that's
You
just
have a misunderstanding of what Shenmue is.
now it's just a meme. Well, at least for me.
Now people are like, or I guess people finally got Shenmue 3 because at the end of Shenmue 2, they were like, wow, can't wait for Shenmue 3, and that never happened. And now that it came out, people forgot what it was. I guess people forgot it was always fucking weird.
It's
So
weird,
yeah, no,
slow. It doesn't look fun
yeah,
to play. Like you take at least 10
yeah.
seconds to open each door, and then
Oh, I'm
some rooms
sorry.
have like nothing in it.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds like Shinmu to me. That sounds exactly like Shinmu to me.
Okay,
See, I think you misunderstood what
I
Shenmue was.
misunderstood what Shenmue was.
Yeah,
Okay,
hell yeah, you did. I still remember like people going like, "Wow, have you played this game? It's so fucking crazy. Like you do regular life things," and I'm like, "That sounds cool." And then I played Yakuza 2 in 2006, and I was like, "Yo, fuck Shenmue, shit about Shenmue. This is amazing.
did
Look
you
at this,
ever complete
look
a
at this.
Shenmue game?
Hell no."
Okay, that's what I thought.
I started one. And then my friend let me like the he had like a burnt disc on a computer. So like he let me play it. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And then like another friend of mine got Ryuga Gotoku 2, Yakuza 2, and then we played that and I was like, you know what? Fucking forget Shenmue. This is what I'm all about now. And that's when I fell in love with that franchise.
I didn't
uh,
know it was this bad.
do you remember that old meme? Friendship ended with Mudasir Salman is now my best friend.
Kinda.
Remember that one where there's like the picture of the guy shaking his hand and another picture of a guy with like crosses, like X's all over his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, that day it was basically friendship ended with Shenmue. Now Yakuza is my best friend. That's what that was. Like fuck that, man.
Or probably
Why do
just
I want
lost
to go work at the
subscribers because they're
docks?
probably like a Shenmue fan. They're like, fuck you.
I mean, yeah, whatever, man. If you're all about Shenmue, you're all about Shenmue, and you're allowed to have a terrible opinion. My point is, like, why play that
And
and
you could
work
just
at the
play
docks
Yakuza.
when I could just play Yakuza and experience 18,000 different things at once?
Shenmue is like you have to do it if
Man,
you want to beat the game.
yeah.
Yakuza's like it's just there.
Yeah, and Yakuza 2, it's like, hey, do you want to go race tiny cars against children? It's like, you know what? Why the fuck not? I know I have to go solve a horrible murder mystery because there's like a gang war going on, but I really really want to go play Fantasy Zone at the Club Sega.
Oh my god, they made you catch chicken like 3 times.
That sounds like Shenmue, yeah.
He's the old guy's like, I'll teach you, blah blah
That's how
blah.
you learn. You have to learn
First
through
catch chickens.
experiences.
Alright, next
Yeah.
catch more chickens. The same exact chickens. And he's like the
Because
third thing's like, you know what I want, right?
do you understand what it was though? If you can catch something as unpredictable as a chicken, you can
I
catch the
know, and I was
unpredictable.
like, oh, I hate
I
this.
love, I love that. I know. Boo! Fuck you! I don't want to guess chicken. It's so good. No, that's great. You know what? You've been spoiled because you played Yakuza first. That's what it is.
Exactly.
You've been spoiled because you played Yakuza Zero and you're like, this is everything I ever wanted. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah. Uh,
Of course, you can't go down. You can only go up. That's the worst way to do things. Because you go down and then you go like, why would anyone fucking like this? You can't play Street Fighter 1 after you played fucking Third Strike. Like, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It was hard about being realistic, and that's what it was.
but I don't
And that's
think
why
you
people are like, well, it's
realistically bet
not
on a
fun. Just
you.
because it's realistic doesn't mean it's fun.
I guess it's like Virtual Fighter.
Yeah. Oh, Virtua Fighter. You died so hard because everyone was like, none of these people seem familiar to me. I will never remember any of these people. They're so flat and boring. And then Virtua Fighter died. And now it only lives on maybe tangentially through
Oh, look,
DOA.
they made the same. They also made Virtual Fighter 3.
Oh,
The
that
company's
sucks.
called
Oh,
Yusuku Games. They made
that's
out. They made
that's
Outrun,
unfortunate.
Afterburn, Space Harrier. Uh, they made a bunch of games
Yu
that no.
Suzuki.
Yeah,
You mean Yu Suzuki, right? The
yeah,
guy,
Yu
the
Suzuki.
designer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Afterburn is cool. I like Afterburner.
Virtual Cop 2. Or Virtual Cop, you know.
Virtual. Weird. Virtual Cop is a weird franchise. But yeah. So anyway,
They made a
yeah,
bunch of stuff that doesn't
Shenmue.
really stick.
You know, you can't go to Yakuza and go back to Shenmue. It just doesn't work. You love that you were like this has to be a joke, right? This is too bad. This sucks so hard. I cannot believe this is the thing everybody loves. And it's like, no, it is. It is exactly what you saw. Try to play Shenmue 1. You will see nothing will have changed. It's on
Oh,
PC now. You can play it.
I'm good. I'll play it if I'm
See,
drunk.
like, hey, Shenmue 3, turns out it was always the same thing. I
Yeah.
remember about Shenmue was working on the docks.
So I
It's the
guess this
only thing I
guy just
remember.
killed his father, and then he just
Oh,
works on the docks to do what?
yeah. Well, he's getting info. He's working to get money and also learn information from the other people to maybe find out where Landy is, and then that's all I remember. Because, like I said, then I played Yakuza 2, and I was like, "Fuck Shenmue! I don't care about this anymore. Get me in on that. I can be a manager of a cabaret club. What does that mean? Let's find out." No, no, no. You need this hairstyle to add more points to cuteness. Get me that money. Like that's that's what I ended up doing. That's when I could do this. Why work at the docks when I could do this? And also saw have a very gripping, interesting, time with a fucking multi-layered gang war that in 3 involved the CIA. Shit's nuts.
Yeah, why would you ever go to Shenmue?
The fuck would you go back to Shenmue? No. So I that's not news to me. I've been known this, but I'm sorry you had to learn about it this way.
I'm like, no one can actually play this, right? I'm wrong. I'll be wrong.
And you're like, what's the bit? What's the bit?
Don't you notice how it takes them like 17 seconds to look behind the boxes?
Mm-hmm. 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 That sounds right. Sounds about right. Oh, Shenmue. You're a franchise that people respect for
Whenever
its
you find
idea,
a
but
key, it takes like a good 30 seconds to just be like,
pick it up.
oh,
Yeah.
look, a key. And then he
Yeah, yeah,
slowly
that's
picks it
oh that pacing of that voice acting feels so fucking right.
up.
Oh man, that's good job, Isaiah. You just reminded me of. Do you know where Land D is? That's so good. Have you heard about Land D? What can you tell me about him? You're gonna have to come back later. All right.
I'm gonna have to come back
Fuck.
while skipping school.
Skip school to beat Shenmue. Stupid. So fucking dumb. Oh boy.
Alright,
All right.
I
It's
guess
time to
that's.
get hype.
We already got height. That was my height.
I'm still hype.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
still hype.
What's your height?
Holy fuck. All right. I want to talk about something that I like, but I haven't gotten in on until recently. Idolmaster. You know I love Idolmaster, right?
I know you got in on Item Master too.
I'm in on Idolmaster, but I'm in on the original Idolmaster. I'm now getting into Cinderella Girls in detail. I've been going through all of the singles and all of the CDs and the games and stuff. And I have this to say. There's some fucking bangers.
I know.
Like like hardcore, yo, this song is the shit. I love the harpsichord. Shiki Inose, you are the queen bitch of this system. Cause man, the lady who wrote the harpsichord music is the same lady who wrote Kyun Vampire Girl. And I'm like, Himitsu no Toire is a fucking jam, and I need it on my phone now.
It's hard.
Great.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to find it.
It's so good. I have it. I got it.
Uh,
I found many places to procure these digital box sets. Yeah, and also there was another song that also has Shiki in it, but she's along with the girl who's French, I guess. Frederica Miyamoto. Her thing is she does French stuff. She speaks French words. Her song is Kimagure Cafe au lait, where the chorus is "en deux trois," counting in French. So that's a thing. Yup, that's a thing.
we have a bunch of French title songs too.
This is a bunch of French characters. Like the little prince, Pierre, who's literally a prince. That's his whole thing. I'm actually a French prince, but I'm like 13th in the line. Don't worry about it. But yeah, there's a song called Crazy Crazy with Shiki and Frederica, and it's a pseudo unit called Lazy Lazy. And the guy who put the music together is Taku Inoue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good ass song. He also wrote Hotel Moonside, which is a song for God, what the fuck is her name? Kanade? Yeah, Kanade Hayami. Really fucking good. I love it. I love it. Mirror Ball Love, another thing he did, really good, really good. Group thing, so that's Frederica, Atsumi, Shizuku, Hina, and Yuki. Man, like I said, I'm really getting into Cinderella Girls now. There's a lot of stuff I have to learn know about. Things I've always known some things like that. The girl who does the cover of Kurenai by X Japan.
Oh yeah, that was the
Uh,
personality disorder.
yeah, she has dissociative identity disorder. Her name is Shoko Hoshi, and when she switches into her like hell yeah, let's fucking go nuts thing, she says it's her metal switch, which is a weird thing to say, but all right, whatever, tiny girl. That's it. That's the thing. Fucking Kome Shirasaka, who likes horror stuff and zombies and weird crap like that. So, yep. And now I'm just getting into the whole oeuvre of Cinderella Girls. Cause Million Live is the new thing, right? And
Oh
I'm
wait,
like,
really?
yeah, Million Live is the new thing, and I'm like,
I thought it was just
all right,
Cinderella.
no, Cinderella Girls is still going, but Million Live is the new hotness. And I'm
Oh,
like, if Million Live is coming out and it's gonna slowly take over Cinderella Girls, I need to get in on Cinderella Girls now so I can be ready for when Million Live becomes everything.
how many songs do they have in Cinderella Girls?
A lot.
Like
There's a lot.
500, right?
Depends on how you're separating it, because it's like, okay. So check it. It goes like there's games, and then there's like fucking radio systems, and there's like a whole bunch of things, right? This is a phone game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's 200 idols.
And there's
Is
one song for each of them, at least.
at least one. One of them, Miku Maegawa, she has two. She dresses like a cat. It's a whole thing. Um, And yeah. Then there's like live concerts that they have like recordings of. I've been going through each of the individual singles, so it is literally labeled the Idol Master Cinderella Girls. But then there's Starlight Stage. Then there's Cinderella Girls Theater, and there's a whole bunch of other shit to
I
it.
think I went through all Starlight Stage.
Yeah, so
There's a lot.
there's a
Yeah.
lot. There's a lot. I've been through the original 765. I've been through that backwards and forwards. I even got like the master box, which is when they separate the individual track versions based on the singer from the original 13. So yeah, now I'm just getting in on Cinderella Girls real hard, and
How do they? I guess they have all the. They do like the voice of just the voices of them first, and
yep,
then they combine it all together to match. That's a lot of work. Okay.
yeah. It's a lot of stuff, especially because they have like so many different composers and people, writing together. They have lyricists. Sometimes the lyricist is independent of the composer. Sometimes it's the same person. They still have to like separate them by type and then like what they're going to be doing.
I feel
Some of
like it
them
was
have
made for
groups together.
merch.
This is a thing that survives based on the fact that there's people out there that will buy every fucking thing that exists, and they'll spend their money to get the super rare card on the phone game.
That's what we did last time.
Oh yeah. If I don't get the super rare Ayeka Kishibe, I feel that I will die inside. And that's that guy from Chubio Girls.
There's like thousands of them.
Yeah, there's thousands of them. They keep this industry going, and I'm glad that you're paying for it because I still want it out there.
So they work together. And she
It's,
loves the people, and the people love the industry. Yeah.
right now, I'm just going through regular Cinderella Girls, and then I have to go through Starlight Stage. So yeah, it's a lot of people. It's
Mm-hmm.
200. That's a lot. But I've heard some bangers so far. Some like real like yo, that's my jam. I need that on my phone right now. This one would probably be Crazy Crazy, which is Shiki Inose and Federica Miyamoto. The other one's just a Shiki solo thing, which is Himitsu no Toilet, which has a harpsichord playing
Oh
under
yeah,
it.
alright. I showed you that song before.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So yeah, we talked about it. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Oh boy. There's a yeah. The girl Miku Maekawa, she has a song that's like Onedari Shall We? I think that
Uh,
song is sexually suggestive.
yeah, I think I heard that one.
Yeah. Like the verse goes like Furete yone yasashi kone, like hey, pet me. Come on, be gentle. It's like this is weird. Like, I'm doing this, but you won't do it because you're a coward. And I'm like, oh, what is going on? I ain't cat paw gloves like Lucky Chloe. So yeah, Cinderella Girls is where I'm at. I got time thanks to the coronavirus quarantine.
Yay!
We live in New York, so this is where we're at.
Don't go outside your house. Just listen to
I've
Manga
got
Palate.
just listen to Manga Palate. If you didn't catch up before, catch up now.
Yeah. There's like
Yeah.
nothing to do outside at all.
You're not allowed outside. You can't even go eat in restaurants. They're closed. Takeout only. Rough time. All right, what are you hype about?
I was hyped about Shenmue 3.
Are you just wanted to use Shenmue 3 as your unhype?
Yeah.
All right, fine. Keep impressions and excitement low. Low energy. Low energy just
Oh,
like the
I'm hyped
gameplay.
about the not hyped. Like how
Mm,
bad it is, you know?
mm.
You could be hyped over it.
It's ironic enjoyment.
Yeah.
It's ironic enjoyment. It's
It's
like, holy
ironic
shit,
hype.
this is so bad. Ironic hype. That's a new. We've invented that, I guess, because I've never heard anyone say that before. Ironic hype. Coining it. Trademarked. But I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt. Ironic hype.
JoJo's ironic hype.
Ah, yeah. Goddamn. Goddamn. I love you, JoJo. That man cat. That man cat will never leave my thoughts. It will haunt my nightmares until I die.
Alright, before we talk about JoJo, let's end the show.
All right, let's end the episode before we just go on like a 4 hour thing. So this has been Manga Palette. Thanks for listening. If you guys are still here, you guys get it.
Yeah, you guys get it.
Yeah, you get it. Bye.